Harley's refreshed its 440cc platform with a brand new X440T. Now Harley's calling it a whole new bike. But is it though? Well, let's spill the tea on the brand new X440T. The tail is the most obvious difference between the X440T and the standard X440, as Harley has made it kinda similar to the XR1200. So as a result, you get a brand new subframe, this brand new tail section, and it looks a whole lot cleaner, a whole lot more cohesive, and there is nothing untoward about it. However, with this integrated tail lamp and these two twin LED turn indicator setup, when I was following a couple of these X440Ts, it reminded me a little bit of Sid from Ice Age or Max Verstappen. Then there are the tweaks made on this motorcycle that lend it a sophisticated look. So the exhaust gets these nice muffler guards, even the end can tip looks a lot classy. The rider foot peg, the rider brake and gear shifter levers, the metal heel plates, all in all lend it a whole lot classier look. And these bar end mirrors and these clean grips definitely remind you of the larger Harley-Davidsons. The throttle body is no longer run on cables but by a ride-by-wire system, and as a result it gets two riding modes, switchable traction control and switchable ABS. Now, we did ride this bike in rain mode, which has a lower torque output, and as a result it makes the bike feel even more subdued than what it actually is. So the X440 in its current state of tune remains the same engine wise over here, but when you're rolling on in rain mode, it feels very lethargic, very calm and very chill, even more chill than what I would have liked in Goa. Switch it to road mode and then the bike comes into its own. The torquey self comes out rather spectacularly. But the biggest highlight here is that even those small fueling issues that plagued the older X440, those have been solved over here. Throttle transitions are cleaner. The whole bike feels a lot more linear and a lot more engaging. And the switchable traction control, well, those settings are remembered even when you switch off the ignition for a long time. The suspension now has a taut tune. No longer does it feel mushy and soft or plush in that manner. It feels very pliant, it feels very neutral. If you take the bumps at a slightly higher speed, yes, it will toss the rider off the seat. But overall, when you take things very calmly, especially in Goa, the front end now feels a whole lot more balanced, a whole lot more composed, because they've changed the internals of the USD fork and made it a whole lot more progressive. And as a result, the rear tends to feel a little extra springy. So perhaps fiddling around with the preload should solve that matter to a great extent. But as it is, this is a far better and a far more neutral setup for commuting. Almost 25,000 rupees more is what Harley is asking for the X440T over the top trim of the X440. But Harley has recently rejigged the pricing of the X440 variant. So you no longer get the denim single channel ABS spoke wheels version of that bike. The both Vivid and the S are a whole lot more affordable, and the price tag of the X440T is the same as what the X440S was. So with this bike, Harley has made it a whole lot more polished, a whole lot more refined, and in fact, in case if you are sincerely considering getting one X440 home, it should be the T. So what do you think about the X440T? Do you think that this is truly the perfect bike for your retro dreams, or would you consider something else? Do let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification icon, and also, what do you think the T in the X440 stands for? Let us know in the comments.